Hi, it's Lynn with Soft Squares. I have got a new block sampler going on. This is the Christmas sampler from Annie's Kits. This is block 1, and it is kind of late in the year, and I think I subscribe to get this every 2 weeks so I can get through it faster. So we're going to do this block, and again I'm going to be recording each time I make a block. But the block this month, or this, I'm going to call it a month, but I believe it's this time, is this one. So let's go ahead and cut it up. Materials come with it. All right, block 1. Again, it's the Christmas sampler block, and look how cute this whole quilt is. Now this is the type of sampler I can actually get excited about. So this is the block we're making. Let's go ahead and cut it up. So we have our red and our green. We have a white, oh, you can't see this very well, but these are like snowballs and snowflakes. And this fabric. So this is our background fabric. It's obviously with the fabric. And this one is a fat 8. The finished block size on this is a 12 by 16. It is beginner skill level. I will put the link below if you guys are interested in doing the same thing. Again, it's late in the year, but you have the ability to get through it before Christmas, or at least take your time and have it for Christmas of next year. Okay, they are all cut up. Now, next thing we do is we take this block and we take this block And we put it right side down. I'm gonna actually go through my pile and give them all a crease right here. And then just sew right on that line, cut that off, fold it back, add the other one to the other side. So this is the flying geese block. So there will be 4 of these. And then in addition to that, we have all of these. And it's telling us to make a little checkerboard pattern, doing every other one. Something like that. I'm going to press that one open, but I'm going to go ahead and make my flying geese blocks and sew my strips together and press them. All right, so I've sewn all of my little blocks in little pairs. Then I'm going to set them up like this into a long strip, and then alternate it and do a green strip, and then sew those 2 together. And that gives us the very bottom of the block, which is this. Now, the other part is this block. So I have folded the fabric in half, pressed it, and then sewn on the line, or you can draw a line or use your diagonal seam tape or whatever your preferred method is for doing that. But now that it's sewn on there, I have given it a really good press again to fold it back. And then this is where we're going to go through and cut off the excess. You want to cut it at about 1/4 of an inch. And then we're going to go through the whole pile, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Exactly the same thing, and then we will have 4 of those, and then we'll come back. All right, so I've got my 2 strips. Now I'm going to fold them over, sew them together, and because of pressing to the dark side and the way this is alternating, my seams are going to offset, or my seams will offset, so I can have a really nice offset nested seam. Should make it super easy to finish that up. So I will do that in just a moment. Now we're gonna look at these blocks, and I've already sewn them on and pressed that back. We're gonna do 1/4 inch-ish seam. Let's see. We got 1. So there are those, and then there's 1 more little block, and we are going to arrange these around the block like this. So what's going to happen is this is in the middle, and this goes like this. When you sew it together, you will lose that space. It will get absorbed into the seam. Okay, so that's how that is. Now this is a little tricky to put together. Okay, so we're gonna start with just 2. First thing you're gonna do is take this block, lay it up here so it lines up straight, and then sew from this corner down to about there. Not quite all the way down. And then when you press it open, you're gonna have a full seam here for this one to join to. And then you'll have full seams as you go around until you get back over here. And I'll show you that. All right, so these have been sewn together. Now I'm going to show you what I've been doing with this block. So remember me telling you, you don't go quite to the edge of this. You start in a little bit, sew to the edge, and then you have this whole side open to put this piece on. And so then I was able to do straight seams from that point on when I came to here. And I'm noticing that my blocks are a little bit bigger than they need to be. So what I'm doing, in case you run up into this, is making sure that the line that's right here lines up with the center of the point when I'm pinning that to this. So you're gonna see I need to square this block up, but that's how I knew where to put it. This line follows right up to the point. Okay, so anyway, we're left with this last section here, and notice we still have to do that. And now we're just gonna put these together, pick up where we started, and sew across and press it. We're back. Block is done. I've pressed everything, and now I need to square it up. Let's see here. This is going to go underneath it. Let's see, it's quite a bit bigger. I'm noticing my 1/4 inch seams are actually thinner than that. I have a different foot on the machine than I'm used to. The finished block on this is 12 by 16. So that means this way should be 12. All right, I am going to sew this on the bottom here and then square up my block. There is block 1 of the Whirly Days Christmas sampler block for Annie's Quilt Club. I believe Whirly Days is just the name of the block. But we're done. We'll wait till next month.